And thank you for staying with us. City Parks Foundation has been dedicated to invigorating and transforming parks into dynamic, vibrant centers of urban life through sports, arts, and community building and education programs for all New Yorkers. And guess what? They're celebrating 30 years. And here now to tell us more is the Associate Director of Sports, Jonathan Gamberg, and Director of Education, Chrissy from the City Parks Foundation. And good to have you all.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to have you. So you're talking about, first of all, City Parks Foundation 30-year anniversary.
Yeah, it's a big one for us.
Totally. We've been around for a while now, engaging communities and people in their parks around New York City.
Give me a little bit about the education programming.
Thank you. Yeah, we run programming throughout the year, school year as well as summertime, for elementary through high school youth and even some college youth that we bring on as paid interns. And these are progressive outdoor education programs focused primarily in science and STEM, and we are getting kids out into authentic outdoor spaces where they can actually experience their parks and learn to own their parks.
Yeah, and I know now, even though the weather's rough, kids are really gearing up and getting ready to, take that great trip outdoors, and there's a lot to do outdoors. And not just that, you got sports as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, much like Chrissy and the education department, our sports department has a lot going on this spring and coming up this summer. We offer free tennis, golf, track and field, and fitness instruction to not only youth but also seniors as well. We've got a vibrant senior program that's happening this spring, giving yoga and fitness, walking, and tennis instruction to seniors all over the city.
So as we talk about the work that's going on, 30 years, I always ask the question, I know you guys haven't been there 30 years, but how have you seen things progress through the last few years?
Well, from a sports perspective, I mean, we've seen some growth in some of our programs. We started off just doing tennis in the parks, and now, we've got golf programs, track and field programs, so a lot of different ways for kids and youth around the city to get involved in different types of sports. And because it's totally free, there's very low impact in terms of entry. Kids can give a sport a try and see if it's something they like and want to continue with in the future.
Yeah, I'd say a similar trajectory for the education programs. We started with one program focusing on forest ecology and parks in 1995. Since then, we've added our Learning Gardens program, our Green Girls program. Seeds to Trees is what that first program morphed into, and then our Coastal Classroom program. So we're really working in all aspects of parks, forests, open areas, shorelines, and the programs are for, like I said, children of all ages, and we're serving more youth now, I think is the big point. Now we're serving upwards of 5,000 youth a year. That's in amazing. Our programs. Yeah, it's wonderful. And access is the most important for us, right? So all of our programs are free to our students.
Are there any sports that people are gravitating more towards these days?
Well, tennis is our largest program. We reach over 6,000 kids with that around the city. But in recent years, we've really seen an uptick in our golf program. Going back 15, 20 years when Tiger Woods first started, our phones started ringing, and that's kind of how our golf program got started. And we've seen that trajectory kind of continue. Now we reach over 3,000 kids with free golf lessons in the parks. We have a state-of-the-art junior golf center in Brooklyn, New York that's open to everyone. So I think golf is really one that's on the rise, and obviously with Tiger Woods back in the news these days.
Just winning the Masters. You
I
better have people by the phones.
That's it. Our phones are ringing again, and we're gearing up for a busy summer, I think, with our golf program.
Yeah, and I think the one thing is that when people from the city have an opportunity to take part in these great parks, right? You talk about sports and going out and having the opportunity to have athletics at their disposal. It's one of the great benefits, I guess, of just living in the city. I mean, the city takes a lot of hits, but when it comes to parks and recreation, certainly it's got to be one of the great pluses that we have.
For sure, and the Bronx is actually, we're ahead. Our parks are huge, beautiful parks. We have some of the largest parks in the city, and the parks offer, from my perspective, in terms of ecology, everything. Like I said, we've got forests, we've got streams, we've got open fields, we've got shorelines, and each one of those offers an opportunity for Bronxites and New Yorkers in general to learn about the natural world really authentically. All kinds of wildlife to be seen and weather to be experienced. We don't shy away from chilly weather in the springtime. We get our kids outside.
I know you do. And to tell me, but being that we're going more green, right? We're trying to be better, as a society and more conscious. Are we seeing, I asked Jonathan about the rise in numbers. What about for you? Where are you seeing the rise in numbers amongst your group?
Well, really in all of our programs, I would say that youth are starting to get really engaged and pretty wise, especially about climate change. So we do see more interest in the programs. Teachers as well, I should say. I forgot to mention one of our programs is our teacher training program, experiential learning in parks. And so, everybody that's involved is starting to really think about the natural world and what are our impacts on that. And, a lot of people think I got to get out of New York City to actually experience the natural world, and that's not the case at all. So youth and teachers, adults alike, are starting to get wise about what the opportunities are here in New York City parks.
Before we wrap, talk about where people can get more information about your sports programs.
Sure. Registration is open for spring programs and summer programs at cityparksfoundation.org, both youth and senior programs here in the Bronx. I mean, we've got from Soundview to Pelham Bay to McCombs Dam. We're all over the Bronx, and we've got a lot of we've got space for more people to come out and enjoy these programs.
Absolutely. cityparksfoundation.org/learn. This summer, we're really offering our Learning Gardens program for groups in particular. So for those out-of-school time organizations that are offering programs, camp programs, I hope they'll look up and see what we've got to offer this summer.
Yeah, a lot going on. So thank you guys for coming and sharing with us. And, hopefully people take advantage of the parks, the great outdoors. And as you say, you don't have to wait for it to get real warm. Of course, in a climate such as this, you can still do a lot.
Something every season.
That's
Totally.
it. Good to have you guys.
Thank
you very
you.
much.
All right, now listen, once again, a recap. If you want to find out more about the educational and sports programs, as well as the upcoming events, including Summer Stage, we encourage you to visit cityparksfoundation.org. Once again, cityparksfoundation.org. Taking a quick break. We want you to stay tuned because we certainly do have some more open. Don't go away. We're coming right back right after this.